Large demonstrations have taken place across the country by illegal immigrants demanding their so-called rights. Joining them were some legal U.S. citizens who are incensed that the United States might dare to protect its own borders, might make it harder to make this country more difficult to sneak into, to avoid those with entitlement mentality who might take squatters' rights, or worse, and staying indefinitely. While I can understand the knee-jerk reaction some people have taken to these protesters, initially thinking they should be given their fair share and all, let's take a sober look at this immigration issue in a way that might finally hit home with bleeding heart tax and spin liberals. And perhaps they will think twice before demanding the government give away more of our hard-earned tax money to criminal squatters. Let's say I break into your house. Let's say that when you discover me in your house, you insist that I leave. But I say, no, I like it here. It's better than my house. I've made all the beds and washed the dishes and did the laundry and swept the floors. I've done all the things you don't like to do. I'm hardworking and honest, except for when I broke into your house. According to the protesters, you are required to let me stay in your house. You are required to feed me. You are required to add me to your family's insurance plan. You are required to educate my kids. You are required to provide other benefits to me and to my family. My husband will do all of your yard work because he's also hardworking and honest, except for that breaking in your house part. If you try to call the police or force me out, I will call my friends who will picket your house carrying signs that proclaim my right to be in your house. It's only fair, after all, because you have a nicer house than I do, and I'm just trying to better myself. I'm a hardworking and honest person, except for, well, I did break into your house. And what a deal this is for me. I live in your house, contributing only a fraction of the cost of my keep, and there's nothing you can do about it without being accused of being cold, uncaring, selfish, prejudiced, bigoted, and an overall hater. Oh yeah, and I demand that you learn my language so that you can communicate with me. Why can't people see how ridiculous this is? Don't we hard-working legal U.S. citizens deserve better representation than our elected representatives pandering to these nonsensical demands? If you agree, pass it on in English. If not, blow it off, along with your future Social Security funds and a lot of the former benefits of being a legal U.S. citizen. Oh, and in case your congressman hasn't yet opened his or her own home to several dozen immigrant families to live in at no charge, and demand that they stop trying to force us to do so by way of legal thievery in the form of taxes, remind them that we need to feed our own families first, and if we have any money left over after being nearly taxed to death, we can offer voluntary private charity to others as we feel fit to do with our own post-tax money. For more than 1,000 other videos like this one, visit Clean TV, and please pass on a link to this video. Thank you.